Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host of the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you from the chaos that is the Tockert Cave on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Whomp. Nevermind the Furthermore is, of course, brought to you by the generosity of Joe Bachman Technologies and the Independent Creator Directory. That's IndieCD.org, your one-stop shop for the finest in creatives, as well as the attempted sales of the Hybrids of Sons of Gods role-playing game, currently and for only a little while longer, available on Fund My Comic as part of the two-for deal. Where did that go? There we are. With 20% off if you use secret code BETA2023. Beyond that, folks, we're also made possible by the sales of my books, which are currently in my pile of things I am sorting. Yes, folks, I had this crazy dream of having my office organized and set up properly by the 1-year anniversary of my taking over of Nevermind the Furthermore. And as you can see, I am finally, after months of work, making no progress. That's okay. No, I am making progress. That's why the walls of Usher have come tumbling down behind me. At some point, they may be rebuilt, rising again to the heights to hold back the forces of darkness. Until then, Lydia is doing double time, but she's loving the overtime pay. Aren't you, Lydia? Don't look at me like that when you have a machete in your hand, darling. Anyhow, with all that being said, I should get right into my accountability. Well, friends, we are coming back after a lovely weekend. And I do mean lovely, because I was joined by two of my favorite people in the entire universe, being Joe and Trelena Bachman. They came by for a while until Joe's allergies to cats became too much for him, and he had to leave, which was tragic. It was cut heinously short. But I am working on making the outdoor facilities much nicer so that when I have them over, probably next time, they will be able to not have to endure being inside with all the shenanigans. Now, big part of what we're doing involves the Bachmans in that at the end of July, I believe it's the 28th, my sheet is not in here, but it's at the end of July, at Twin Oaks Park in lovely New Chicago, Indiana. The Historical Fencing Guild, my group of beloved lunatics, will be coming together for to help open the Gary Chicago. I'm sorry, not Gary. I say Gary Chicago, and I know why. It comes from reading too many train station things. Gary Shakespeare Company's summer season, where they will be performing one of my all-time favorite plays, The Tempest. The Tempest being something that I have a great love of. It's one of the few I've gotten to see in theater, and I saw that at the Shakespeare Theater at Navy Pier many, many, many moons ago on a college, that's right, college field trip, along with my wife. And it's always good to see different productions of, the great work, something like that. So I'm really looking forward to it. I know it seems a little hesitant, but I need to remind you guys that about this. And I'm going to talk about this because right now, I've been watching. A lot of people are doing very, very well. You look at what Grant Weinkard's success. You look at Monsert Bokel's success. Of course, Brian has, that's Brian K. Morris, has transcended mere morning broadcasts, save for whenever he feels the heck like it, because he's such an official high-grade author. The man has to do high-grade things, and I respect that. It's especially spending time with his cookie, because that is just the way the cookie crumbles. I had to say it, couldn't help it. I can't be held accountable for a pun. I have no resistance. But a lot of times, a lot of folks feel, I'm not making any progress. And I want to talk about this because this is actually one of the most important objects in my possession of many years. And to those of you who use me like a radio program, I am holding a rectangular solid, a pink, mind you, rectangular solid that is approximately 3 inches, maybe 3.5 inches in length, and about 1.5 inches on the square sides. Okay? This is affectionately referred to as Booby the Squeezy Square. It was named by my lovely guildies. Why does this matter? Well, folks who've watched my broadcasting know that I got in a position where my nerve damage was so bad and so active that I had to stop doing just about everything I love. And I went to what's called occupational therapy, where they give you exercises and they tell you what to do. And most people blatantly ignore it, and they don't do their exercises. But I had to wear braces up to my arms, up to my elbows, and this was, of course, across the joys of the pandemic and a few other things. But I went through it, and I asked about, okay, when will I get strength back? When can I start getting strength back in my arms? Both in my hands and my arms. And they looked me square in the eye and said, you can't. You absolutely won't. We're trying to stave off the spread. And at that time, I couldn't draw. I couldn't do anything, really. That was about 3 years ago. Well, after a year or so of intense therapy, I was awarded this by Dave. I don't know his last name. His name is Dave. He works for IU in the physical and occupational therapy department. And this is a sponge I was given that I could squeeze. He said, I never thought I'd see it, but you've worked so hard, I feel safe giving you one of these, and you do this. Now, my grip strength is still essentially non-existent, but I would have to spend hours doing this and then stopping, and then doing this and then stopping. And I was told not only would I never fence again, I would never hold a sword again because the weight would be too much. They were basically telling me, start with with crutches because I couldn't support myself with my canes either. And when you have been put in a hole, either through your own choices, your own honest mistakes or failings, or simple nightmarish bad luck, oftentimes it's a combination of both. Climbing out of a hole feels miserable, guys. It really does. And the worst part is you're just trying to get back to your baseline. But every step you make out of whatever hole you're in is one more step forward. It's progress. Progress is much more relative on traveling the x-axis than the y-axis. I'm not terribly concerned with the angle you guys go. I'm far more concerned about maintaining that forward momentum, that I'm not backsliding. And when I feel lost or overtaxed or whatever, I look at this little artifact of my wife, this Booby the Squeezy Square. And I think there was a time where it's literally a sponge. It doesn't squeak. I almost wish it did. It's about half the resistance of most stress balls, to give you kind of a scale on it. And I still have to be careful about overdoing it. But not only was there a time where I wouldn't have been able, I might have been able to barely close my hand enough to hold it. The weight of it would have been too much for my fingers to maintain. And now I draw regularly again, and I drill, and I train. And at the end of the month, to some extent, and Lord only knows how much, and weather permitting, last year we were going to attempt it without me quite being as agile as I am now. I'm set up to do a sword demo in public. And I've done a couple for the Benton County Public Library. I may do more. I think that's delightful. Find something, folks. Find something that reminds you of your dark days. And when you're having a rainy day, remember how far you've come. And that's hard for me because that's the other thing people I don't talk about a lot is I have a condition, several conditions, but huge swaths of my memory are erased, just gone. Not just absent-minded or stuff, but a genuine loss of mid to long-term memory. Whole years of my life have vanished. And not just, childhood stuff, recent years. Mementos and the telling of stories is so important, guys. It's why a lot of times I'll tell the same story fairly frequently Because after a while, it gets where I can't remember the experiences. I lose them, but I can remember the story. And as long as I'm honest and as long as I tell the story straight, I'm still honest. I'm still there. And frequently telling the story keeps me from forgetting things. But progress is important. Find your booby the squeezy square. And do that. I did do an art stream very late last night. Thank you, Alec, for coming by. We have more stuff planned. I'm reaching out to BKM to see if he can come for the Wednesday show, which will officially be the Wednesday. I'm sorry. We'll do it the Wednesday show. That'll be the 5th. It'll be the day before my official 1 year, but that's all. It's close enough to celebrate my doing this program for a year. So I'm very excited about that. Now that once I get things back put together, because my office is in utter shambles as I deal with stuff I've been putting off for far too long, I'll get back to writing and finishing up the projects that are so very close to done. And then I'll be promoting them. But it's been a run. And before I go any farther, with the 4th, hopefully last weekend, this past weekend, people weren't too stupid. With the 4th and then the weekend after actually coming, please be careful with your explosives, guys. I'm not saying don't blow stuff up. I enjoy fireworks, even though my cats don't. But unfortunately, there's going to be enough booms out here. I might as well get to set off a bottle rocket or two. But do so safely. Be smart about it, and basically treat the fireworks like you treat firearms. You know what I'm saying? Know where they're going. Know what it's going to do. Assume it. Treat it like it could go off. Respect it. Okay? And don't point at anything you don't want to destroy. But other than that, guys, I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I hope the folks get engaging in frivolities coming up for the 4th of July. Have a blast. I hope you guys are creating. So without much ado, I'm going to run a quick commercial. Then we're going to get into the comments, because that's what you guys are here for. We want to hear about you. So let's see. Yep, because Joe helps pay the bills, Joe gets the first slot.
Hi, I'm Joe Bachman with Behind the Code, Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory pages. On this show, you'll be able to watch me go through and update the Independent Creator Directory website with new features or new members depending on what we have going on that week. Again, that's Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch on the Independent Creator Directory page. Joe Bachman again with The Burning is Love on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time, also on the Independent Creator Directory Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch pages. To find out more about the Independent Creator Directory, visit indiecd.org to find other great authors, artists, game designers, and live streamers. On this stream, you'll get to watch me go through and do various word burning projects that I put on theburningislove.com. I look forward to seeing you guys there and hope you have a great day.
Let me see. Okay, it says I'm getting audio through. I'm sorry. I've had some audio difficulties of late. So if I'm having uh, audio issues, let me know. Okay. But we'll go through because everything seems like it's reading right. Let's go all the way up and we'll start knocking out the comments. Let's see. Carl Witzman's getting ready to restock the comment section. Now out of Fanta, Coca-Cola, and accountability, it seems. Yep, I think most people did very little this weekend creative, and most blew us things up and or had barbecues, which I am absolutely here for. Morning, folks. Morning, Josh. Hey, Josh. Hey, Uncle Carl. Speaking of accountability, had to do some more research to fill out something on the spy novel. Then back to typing. Wonderful. And good morning, Carl. And Josh. Josh says they are about to start on my roof, so about to have a mad wife that's up early. Ooh, that's rough. Whoops, need to watch BCAM on no warning. No warning. No warning. I'll be back here. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being possessed by a Muppet today. We just hope it's not Miss Piggy. And yes, BKM's No Warning is a program you should be subscribed to. And speaking of subscriptions, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video so that I can get the message out of all you guys' good works. Good news on the roof, not so good on the grumpy wife. And our lovely Donna. The vision of beauty that kept me so sane earlier this week. I may have had a bit of fun with Donna on, I want to say, was it Stupid O'Clock or Last Man Standing? I don't know. I crashed a couple shows due to some insomnia. Let's see. If you don't hear from me, you know what happened. Oh, no. No, she got him. Oh. Hey, Aunt Donna. Supposed to get rough. Supposed to get rougher the next 3 days. Got to reset my keyboard. I get it. Nick is watching BKM while we fill out his chat here. Yes, well, my responses to you guys is overt insanity and the chronic failings that causes on my part is part of why you guys come here. I'm no noob to all this. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, where are we? Back here. Ha! I can't believe I got the notification on time. I can't believe it's not waffles. No, I'm glad you got the notification. It's on time. It's rare. Maybe things are looking up. I shall return. Shingles are here. It tells you much about the age of the people that I travel with that my first thought is, isn't there a shot for that? And Carl says, I got a shot so I won't catch jingles. Lamau. Okay. Silly accountability. Woohoo! Silly accountability from Donna. I have talked with my editor about republishing out my poetry books as one and have rewritten my novel, Broken Cycles, and will be submitting it to said editor earlier any day. That's wonderful. Get that out there. There's nothing wrong with making more money on something you've already made. And people on their way to make it. Hey, Alec, we're joined by Alec's Creations, the delightful young gentleman on the way to making a life for himself. Hey, Alec, good call, Donegal. Hey, Alec, we're also over there pestering BKM on the other screen. Hey, Donna, that's great. That's great. See? Great job. That's great. We love greatness. Let's keep going. Lamau, Carl. What's this wee crud, Witzman dude? Yes, what is it? Last time I heard a line like that, it was, what, do you have a mouse in your pocket? We is myself, Nick, Dawn, Grant. We're getting hot in here, so turn the AC up. Ox Creations is laughing about that. Joe is over there. The Eric Hawkins, of course. That's okay. I don't mind being in my humble little nook of the internet. All drinking the Kool-Aid, huh? Just kidding. Just kidding. You know, it would not be the first time I have been accused of being a cult leader for having the audacity to tell folks that they can be greater than they believe, that they can rise up and demonstrate to the world the glory that they hold. No Kool-Aid, just hot coffee served by the lovely hand of Cookie Morris. Lamau. That sounds funny, of course. Why does it taste like... This dramatic death was brought to you by Carl. Hilarity is going on. Oh my gosh. I found one of my old looking books and it's blank completely. I'm a right. Cleric spells, elf self, tiefling traits in it. Oh, that sounds fun. Having a grimoire of all your character reference stuff for an ongoing campaign is a delightful thing because then you can pull that out and remember the days of yore when Nitsu was new and not, a mass-produced worldwide phenomenon. I believe if I'm going to have delusions, they should be really, really grand. Don't dabble with mild delusions. If you're going to have delusions, make sure they're the really good ones. Always great to find blank paper. Okay, now I'm here full time. BKM should be finishing up, and the others should be dragging in here soonish. They should. They may not. LOL. All righty, Carl. And let's see what else we got. Just keep your spell book hidden well. Considering where you live, the last thing you need is a warlock witch hunt. Oh. Yeah, it's true. Guys, it's a D&D book, not actual witchcraft. I mean, it could be, though. Joking. Oh. See, it is wonderful that is something that our youth can laugh at now. And those of us who survived the satanic panic and all the horrible shenanigans that were born of it can just sort of pardon my PTSD for a moment. Ox says, I got some eggs, toast, and fruit right now. Pretty good. I dig it. I was bad, and I had a bowl of sugary, completely terrible for you cereal. Where is my comment? Okay, sounds good. Had a blueberry muffin. I think Donna had the same. Brunch in an hour or so. Yeah, that's about the plan here. I'm going to have my extended breakfast then with my delightfully overstocked oatmeal, and then I'll plan the rest of my day. KickstarterProject.com, Mr. Grantastic, Memoirs of the Morbid, Blue Edition. I feel blue. Anyway, and now I'm thinking of Batman singing. Yeah, a nice, hot blueberry muffin. And not a cat in sight to have to share it with. I mean, what? No, that's on time. Yep, they settled for warm butter from my muffin, Donna. Yum, yum, melty butter. Yeah. Time for the show. It's time to put on man. It's time to light the lights. It's time to get things started. So I don't get sued for copyright. Anyway, happy intro music. Wondering who made that music. Morning all. Morning Nick. Doug Maxwell from YouTube's studio, Josh. Ha ha. However, the intro was quite the dashing, the remarkable, the amazing Carl Witzman. Hey, Jody. Yeah, that's right. Jody McPhee's coming through here. And you know what? Wow, he times that so good. Ugh. It's Monday. I have a lot of things to do this week. Sobbing my poor back. Oh, I'm sorry, Alec. I have a lot of things to do this week as well. Sobbing for other people's poor backs. Anyhow, hey, Jody, we got good morning from Cindy Koepp. Bop, bop, Cindy Koepp. Good morning, Carl, Alec, Jody, Donna. Good morning, Carl Witzman. The lovely thing about me being a terrible singer is I should not get dinged for my random things. because no one could ever qualify that as a ripoff because it doesn't sound like anything. Lurker mode engaged. And I love that. I just love every time I see the Klingon bird of prey like watery blurb when Cindy Koepp just vanishes. Putting on my like so I don't end up like a pesky chair within the reach of Lord Nicholas. Sorry. My backup sword has become tape storage. Whatever do you mean? I've never assaulted a chair. Put your toys away. And I didn't knock the tape over. I would call that a mild win. Not a major win, but a mild win. And mild wins are good. Although everyone knows being technically right is the best form of right. Good morning. And we've got big mix this morning. Nick Ellis and Glenn Beck. Wow, wow. That is fascinating company to put me in with. I love it. I'm still walking. That's all we can do. Carl hired Michaela J to help him organize his office, and we only got the mess dented. I need to have her over again and put her to work. Do it. Work her. Work it. But how will you work it? Maybe 9 to 5. Anyway, I had a crazy 4 or 5 days. We took the kids to Hershey's Park and then attended Hershey Comic Con, living the dream. And with Grant Lankard here, and Grant Lankard having something rather busy on the books, it's just past the bottom of the hour, and we're coming at you with Memoirs of the Morbid.
Greetings, ghouls and boils. I'm the Ghoul Master, a loving homage to horror anthology narrators of yesteryear. Wait, I'm an homage? Why didn't anybody tell me? You'll hear from my agent about this. But first, let's get to the heart of the matter. I'm here to tell you about the new horror anthology, Memoirs of the Morbid, on Kickstarter in time for Halloween. Memoirs of the Morbid is a black and white homage to classic horror comics from the 40s and 50s, containing 5 self-contained stories by some of the best indie comic creators out there. There's that word again. I better not find out homage is an insult. Anyways, Memoirs of the Morbid is completely done and ready to go to the printer. So don't make a grave mistake by missing it.
I just love the spirit of fun horror that is put into that particular project. So, Carl is asking, how did that go, Grant? Hello, hey, Grant. Bet it was fun. And while we wait for that, Alec has posted, my friend got to see Hamilton live. Well, I'm glad for them. It sounds like they had fun. What's this? We're joined by him. Our patron, digital progenitor, Brian K. Morris. I will don the hat of privilege. Coming in to give a like and thus enhance my social standing. Be an outcast no more and subscribe. Back to lurker mode. Man, I've got more support just hiding in the shadows than I could ever imagine. I just feel like I should be saying today is a good day to die, Tomalak. But obscure Star Trek references for 2000. Let's see. Lamau. That sounded weird. East Chicago, Indiana. It is. And is it East Chicago? I thought it was New Chicago. I may have said it wrong. Would it surprise me? Hey, BKM. All right. That went well. There are only a couple times the kids got on my nerves. That's good to hear. It's so shiny. This is, in case you guys missed it, my latest pin here is from NASA, from the Webb telescope, and it's really cool. It also looks like I'm an honorary member of Hive, and I'm okay with that too. Just a hint of villainy keeps the character spicy. From the desk of Small Press Publisher, as DJ Larry Ludjuk said once about the night Chicago died. The east side of Chicago is called Lake Michigan. It's BKM live here in the Fez. Ooh, that chant. Thank you for bringing up how successful I am, Nick. Speaking of which, and I assume that that is the lovely link for his Kickstarter. It's almost like it was planned. Hey, Donna. Miss ya. Hey, Carl. Miss you too. Miss everyone. Hope all is well. Breathe happily, everyone. Cookie summons him. There are worse things than being summoned by Cookie. Check out my new Kickstarter. It has a lot of talented people on it, including Furthermorians Angie Dudas and Brian K. Morris. Accountability. Graphics for PSN number 4 is done. Only have to redo one panel due to correction that needs to be made. Rock on! And BKM, please make me up a little commercial so I can promote your work. I occasionally get new eyes. All PT guys are named Dave. No, Dave over there, he's my Iron Man. He put the hot rod red onto my braces and really helped me. The doc was great. She assigned me what I needed, and then I got Dave, and Dave just took care of me. And I can squeeze a squeezy square. Can't do it too much. It makes my fingers hurt. But morning again. Kind of in listening mode today. Lots to do and need to get moving. Friends, this is me giving back, because whenever BKM would be on his show, I'd be typing with one hand and working on other things. And I got into this gestalt of creativity and creation. And it wouldn't have happened without him. So try to do the same. Give back to that which gave so much to me. Accountability. Saturday show was okay. Not much on conversation, but 2 pages were lettered from scratch. Rock on. It's dawn. Waits for the birds to start since Josh is here. And Dawn is once again flipping Josh the bird. Hey, Dawn, accountability. Hopefully I will get more of the second half of PSN, number 4, ready for Elaine Haywood to edit. Is that your editor? I do love hearing progress. Progress. My sister, the one who I thought didn't support me, said, "I'm proud of you, Alex," saying my preferred name. Rock on. See, you just grow and you do what you need to do, and people will either accept you or they will get out of your way. And that's all you can ask for in life. Accountability. It would not be as bad if I would have had a script prior, but I did use this way to show something new to the Saturday show. Very cool. Very cool. Alec, love you, Nick. Can't hear this today. I'm sorry. I don't know. I checked my audio, so I assume that was in light of I'm remembering the journey that brought me here. I am sorry if that brought you down at all, but I like to look back on the path and go, okay, I've come a bit farther than maybe I thought. I need to finish watching, Jody. I want to see what those gals were talking about in the locker room. Locker room talk? Anyway. If I came by, I don't remember. I might have been sleep typing Lamal, but I went back and watched it. They were doing huge fireworks in town. The unofficial town fireworks were going off in Martinsburg too, which I love because during 2020, and I don't have their names. I need to get their names. During 2020, the town of Earl Park decreed that they would not be bothering with fireworks. Because, quite possibly the best way to bring people together in solidarity while allowing them to be physically distant wasn't going to be a good thing. Yeah. Anyway, so a couple of townsfolk just went, nah, we're pooling money, taking donations, and we're going to blow up a bunch of stuff to amuse everybody. Just go out on your front lawns. It'll be big enough you can see. And they have every year. So they're great folks. Maybe I can get them on the show or something. I'd love to promote them. I was in a call with my friend at the same time. You were amazing, but You were streaming, I think, but the art looks amazing. Oh, as always, thank you. You are. Oh, you make me sweet. I can hear you. Okay, then it was emotional, and I apologize if it was too much. Well, I was working on so many things this weekend, and your favorite teacher secretly watches your channel. Oh my! Well, to Alex's favorite teacher, nice to have you here. Be sure to hit a like and subscribe. And if you ever want to come into the comments or chat, please feel welcome. I love supporting educators. I was an educator of sorts for quite a while, between being a long-term sub and a teacher's aide in special needs. I'd love to hear from you. I really do love hearing from teachers. One of my favorite people, actually, is a teacher, and I'll be running her ad shortly. You got the evil out of me. Good. And got to run. I didn't even realize I was blessed by Nita, and she, as soon as I realized she was here, she left. Love you, Nita. I will send love to you on the other channel. It's always a good day to die. Yeah. Hey, Grey Wolf, I hope you're doing well. And Nita, I assume that's a Shriners Fest. I joined the American Legion today. They didn't even ask for DD 220. No, I am not a Shriner. Brian K. Morris, who originally hosted Nevermind the Furthermore, part of his shtick is the wearing of a fez, as his picture indicates. And when I took over the program, one of our viewers, which was Joe Buckman, sent me a fez in homage. And it has been slowly decorated with things that have meaning to me, and most I can, and some have actually been given to me by viewers. And as it goes, the fez will just get more and more bling till it can't hold anymore, and then I'll just order a new fez and start over. But some items of note, of course, are my manatee from the Columbia Zoo, my Elvira pin that was given to me by Sarah, that she got from Cassandra Peterson herself. You know, quite possibly one of the greatest people ever to live. Alec, I believe, gave me the radiated positivity pin. Can I get it to zoom in? Maybe get clear. And the latest of interesting acquisitions is my Webb telescope pin. The others, this came from my first library program. It was something we had acquired during summer reading. And this is one of a limited number, only 10 of them exist, of Big Stompy Robots acrylic pins that I acquired as a test. And then my Alien and my Planet Hamburger have just inside jokes that I don't have to share everything. But no, I'm not a Shriner. I am just a goofball who happens to own the fez. Hiya, Carl. Yow! Calvin the Claw strikes early. Hey, Grey Wolf. And wow, okay, this is a good time to drop an ad. Since I was just talking about teachers, I'll probably do a short one. And I want to support Kat Rothenmel, the amazing art teacher from Michigan City, Indiana, who does so much for so many and is finally doing some stuff for herself.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
And I am all about that, letting Cat Art get her things out there. Okay, you have fun with that. Give them my best. And I appreciate anyone who has the courage to remain a instructor in this environment. Now, I do hope you guys are going to do some fun things in the coming weeks. I say that because there's a lot of festivals going on. There are a lot of other opportunities to do things. And I have been actively seeking out interesting conventions that are coming down the pipe so that I might attend them, just as a walkthrough guide. So if you know of small business expos that might be interesting, conventions of any of our assorted interests. Why is the purple skeleton upside down? Anyway, sorry. I don't know if you guys or if this will show up, but can you see the very large spider moving across my wall of cool? Yeah. So that's a thing that's going on in my office today. Lydia, don't your kids eat those things? Oh, well, it's over there. So, yes, I saw movement. I have attention, etc. But, yes, anytime you guys know of festivals or conventions you're attending that may be, especially that may be local to, say, the Lafayette or Northwest Indiana region, I'm very interested. Farther can be a bit of a tour, but that doesn't mean I'm not interested in that either. I want to get those things out there. It's a very large spider. I'll have to get my bug catching jar and try to corral it. But, sorry, let's see, where were we? I'm sorry I'm late, but hello, I wish you have a lovely 4th of July tomorrow. Yes, thank you. I do too. I'm going to do some very small explosives, and I look down and now the spider is gone. Well, if I can't see it, it's not a problem. But I love the opportunities to go places and see festivals and just be around people with really nice, positive energy. We need that. Humans are social beings. And I know so many people who live, like, I'm bored, I'm unfulfilled. It's like, well, go out and do something. Create something, socialize, make new connections. And this is a great time to do it. I'm going out so many places. Glad to hear, Alec. Early in the fall, Benton Central is doing a craft fair. I'll send you the information if you want. Of course I do. I have a fear of mice. I don't like rodents. I don't like mice, and I have a severe allergy to them. Welcome to Short Attention Span Theater. That's right. You see, part of the problem is I was running late today. And when I'm running late, I don't get my attention medicine as early as I normally do. So I have to run a little off kilter. And Sydney Koepp has disengaged her lurker mode, which is wonderful. Squirrel! No, now a squirrel in my office would be problematic. A large spider simply makes me wish I were wearing shoes. Joe Bachman, a little late to the party as usual for a Monday, but happy Monday, folks. Hi, Joe. I hope you're feeling better. I noticed how swollen you were, and I feel terrible about it, but it's great seeing you and Trey. And trust me, I am making the backyard will be terraformed so that when you guys visit, you can spend more time outside. There. It's just cruising around my wedding announcement stuff. That's not terrifying. That's okay. I figure if there's one big one, it must be eating all the little ones. That's usually how these things work. Speaking of short attention spans, Calvin wants his lunch early. Everyone have a great day. You too. Spider, bring on talking heads. Every time I hear the phrase talking head, I think the gun is good, and it follows from there. But no. And remember, if you light off fireworks, make sure you have the same number of fingers when you're done before you start, even if you have to borrow them. No, guys, be safe. Oh, and what's Cindy Koepp doing? I'm working on revising some short stories and novellas for a collection. I'm on the last tale before, and I got comment dump. Excellent. I'm on the last tail before I sort the order for them and send them all to the editor. And that, on that note, says the lovely Joe Bachman, I'm going back to breakfast with the wife. See you all next time. See you all very soon, Joe, and give my love to Trey as much as she'll let you. And, feel free to take your usual you caught her again picture at breakfast with, an expression of whatever she's thinking about, because those are always fun. You get in trouble, and we all love it. Hey, Joe. Let's see. My cousin was cleaning her landlord's house and found a huge possum in there. That would be problematic. I'm not possum. Trash baby. Oh, no. Besides, I hope I can go swimming this summer. Plus, I'm going to lose some weight this summer. I am on a slow and hopefully consistent journey on that, so I wish you well. Photo shoot from the Kenku costume, Condemned Courier's main character, on Saturday. Our original plan was to go to the Botanical Garden. I got there first. Someone else has to get there first. While I was, hey, Cindy, in the gift shop, waiting for the photographer, a very official person came over and informed me we don't do photography sessions without a fee and never with props. Bum, bum, bum. Twit. I see. It's Twit of the Week. Meet me behind the Luxembourg and bring a long wooden box. Anyhow, my son is stirring, so I won't be running too late today. Okay, Calvin is here and Charcoal is staring at me. That's lunch. See everyone Wednesday. See you. We end up at a nearby park. Well, I'm glad it worked out for you. Waves. Bye-bye. Speaking we have Cindy Koepp, I'm going to run her general promo. Cindy Koepp is an amazing creative and an amazing person, and I'm glad to know her. Let's see, what else do we have in the chat? Whoop. And I'm going to be finishing portfolio work. Wonderful. You need to get your portfolio, make it as consistent but broad-based. So demonstrate your skill, keep it. Don't be afraid to show a lot of technical precision as well. So excellent posing. Make sure everything is well-rounded. It will help. Well, I'm going to eat some meatloaf and play with my Nintendo Switch. See you soon, pal. You have a good one, Banjo. Have a great day, all except the eight-legged freak in Nick's office. Well, here's the deal. The spider can have a great day, too, as long as it stays way over there doing what it's doing, which seems to be patrolling my wall of cool. If that becomes problematic, I will attempt to use my bug-catching jar to evict it. And it is not the biggest spider I've had to deal with in this house by far. It is a spider of no small size. But if I can't, I will either use any assortment of lethal means. I have ways of dealing with such things. But it's that time of year again. They may have sprayed something on the field that drives them across the street. At least it's not a hobo spider. And I used to have debilitating arachnophobia. I've gotten much better about it. There was a time where I couldn't be in the room with such a creature. So I consider that growth. Although, boy, is it looking at me. That's okay. We have this. Oh, Cindy Koepp is working on dragons. Tried to use a new pattern for the same folks who made larger dragon patterns for them. Only their little patterns are unworkable. Ugh, I'm sorry. P.S. Love you all. Please take care of yourselves. We will, folks. And thank you so much for it, Banjo. And I'll make this one work, but it's the last one I do with that pattern. Stick with their bigger patterns. You can actually get them to turn right out properly without tearing through seams. I understand. And yes, spurs and 6-shooters. Is that out already? Oh my! I'm really looking forward to that. That's a great anthology series. Get all the big stumpy robots and teach them simple swords. I know. Because of Cindy Koepp, I will have to write a big stompy robots anthology involving melee combat. I'm probably going to have to add melee combat rules to the expanded system solely because Cindy Koepp keeps making this reference. And what she's referencing are my wonderful books, which I've been able to promote because they are currently at the bottom of my... I have to sort where I'm storing things. Spoiler, I may be buying some bookshelves in the near future. Bye, all. Bye, Nick. Bye, Alec. Have a great day. Check out the Historical Fencing Guild Fridays at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Historical Fencing Guild channel. There will be a great many... there are videos coming to that, too. I think, yes, because I found one of my old but reliable tripods. If I can find the cell phone camera mount, I will be back in business doing non-live videos, which will be a nice change. I have a lot to do. It involves my knife throwing target. And patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild to help Nick teach people how to be safely dangerous. Please and thank you. I would appreciate all of that. But I think I'm going to run a couple ads. Let me see. Let me run an ad for somebody who hasn't had an ad run in a while. I know Jody came through, and it really doesn't feel like a Nevermind the Furthermore if I don't run his ad. So I'm going to run his ad.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
And jumping past that, back to Cindy Koepp, says, speaking of safely dangerous, several folks from the school where I've been learning Tai Chi went to a competition this past weekend. All right. The word is some of them won their contests. See, I'm going to give you guys a bit of advice for the folks who've been wise enough to stick around. Look for people who celebrate the accomplishments of others. If all they do is talk about their accomplishments, they're only in it for themselves. But when you have somebody like Cindy who's out there rejoicing at the accomplishments of others, that means you're in the right. One of the ways to tell you're around the right kind of people. That is so awesome for them, for your school, and for you. Check out the craziest that Brian K. Morris gets into, and then there's Brian K. Morris's YouTube channel. Then go to Amazon.com/Brian K. Morris and get an assortment of fun neopulp books. Ooh, that's a good term. I don't think I've heard neopulp. I like that. And while you're checking out Patreon, check out patreon.com/CKOEPP.com. Find out how suitable arrangement is going. And we're joined by Bonser. Good afternoon, Bonser. I hope you're having a lovely day. I saw pictures. Was that you getting your comic, seeing your comic at a comic shop? Because I think that was very, very cool. And I hope you are doing well. Bonser Bokel, of course, is the alter ego of Deckard Lexicon. The only way that Deckard can reach into this particular realm is to broadcast his image through Bonser. Yes, at a radio store, at a comic store. That's living the dream. That is incredible, and I am incredibly happy for you. Congratulations, sir. Getting your comic in a brick and mortar store is the dream of many, and I'm so glad to see that you've accomplished it. Launching a new Kickstarter pre-launch page soon. Well, as soon as it's available, get it here. Just one copy. And that's right. That might be the case. It may be just one copy. But I will say this. Thousands of people dream of it. Well, you know, maybe even millions of people dream of having a comic book in a comic shop. Thousands of people may try. Hundreds of them actually make a comic book, and the numbers, you know, of people who actually get to walk in as an independent and see their comic on a shelf, even if it's just one, it's so rare on the scale of things. It really. It's an accomplishment you should be proud of. And because I don't have his new ad yet, I will run. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm running a little late, and I've done a lot of ads, but I'm kind of feeling generous. Oh, excuse my hiccups. So I think I will run one of our own Bonser Bokel's ads, just as a thanks for him stopping by.
Greetings, fellow traveler, and welcome to the Association of Ishtar, a multiverse of cosmic mystery and steampunk adventure. The Association of Ishtar is a clandestine organization of volunteers investigating anomalies called rifts, portals to other worlds where anything is possible. Most of these planes are but savage variations of Earth, but some are home to advanced civilizations or the occasional alien beings beyond human comprehension. Every day, these brave men and women are risking their lives by crossing the fringes of reality. Should they succumb, they will die in obscurity. But it's not the Associate's vocation to perish, but to seek out and gather information on the copious threats lurking beyond the rifts to ensure humanity can overcome. After all, those who pry prevail.
Well, folks, with that wonderful ad and the information that Bonser is running his free stories on reamstories.com/Bonser, I will be signing off. Now, Wednesday show, I want to celebrate my 1 year of running this program. So I'm going to be sending links out to a few people. We may have guests. It will likely run long. We're going to have a very good time. But till then, I want to tell you guys, keep writing, keep creating, keep making what you love, because you can always edit it. You can always improve it. But you cannot edit a blank page. I love you. Stay safe. Happy 4th of July.